You already know what you need to do. You know what assignment you need to finish. You know what project you need to start. You know what habit you need to change. You know what dream you keep avoiding. You do not need more advice. You do not need another perfect plan. You do not need to watch 10 more motivational videos. You need to start. But instead, you keep telling yourself the same thing. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, you will wake up early. Tomorrow, you will study. Tomorrow, you will exercise. Tomorrow, you will stop wasting time. Tomorrow, you will finally become the person you know you can be. But tomorrow arrives, and nothing changes. You wake up tired. You check your phone for 5 minutes. 5 minutes becomes 30. 30 minutes becomes an hour. And before you realize it, another day is gone. Then you feel guilty. You feel disappointed. You promise yourself that the next day will be different. But the cycle begins again. Tomorrow. Next Monday. Next month. Next year. When you have more energy. When you feel motivated. When life becomes easier. When the timing is perfect. But the perfect moment is not coming. There will always be distractions. There will always be problems. There will always be days when you feel tired, confused, insecure, or afraid. The question is not whether life will become easier. The question is whether you will become stronger. One day, you may wake up and realize that you did not run out of talent. You did not run out of ideas. You did not run out of opportunities. You ran out of time. That is the truth nobody likes to hear. Time does not stop because you are afraid. Time does not wait until you feel prepared. The days continue moving. The weeks continue moving. Your life continues moving, whether you take action or not. And somewhere in the world, there is someone with less talent than you, less knowledge than you, and fewer resources than you. But that person is moving forward. Not because they are better than you. Because they are willing to begin before they feel ready. While you are thinking, they are practicing. While you are planning, they are learning. While you are waiting for confidence, they are building it. Confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes from action. You do not become confident and then begin. You begin scared. You begin confused. You begin badly. Then, little by little, you improve. Every expert was once a beginner. Every successful person was once inexperienced. Every creator once made something nobody watched. Every athlete once felt weak. Every speaker once felt nervous. Every person you admire was once unsure of themselves. The difference is that they continued. They accepted being bad long enough to become good. But many people never begin because they want their first attempt to look like someone else's 100th attempt. They want immediate results. They want certainty. They want proof that everything will work before they take the first step. But life does not give you proof first. You take the risk first. Then the proof appears. Procrastination is not always laziness. Sometimes, procrastination is fear wearing comfortable clothes. You say, I'm tired. But maybe you are afraid of failing. You say, I need more time. But maybe you are afraid of being judged. You say, I'm still preparing. But maybe preparation has become your excuse to avoid taking real action. Be honest with yourself. What are you actually waiting for? Permission, motivation, confidence, a sign. This is your sign. Start. Not tomorrow. Not next Monday. Not when you feel better. Motivation is temporary. It appears when everything feels exciting. Then it disappears when the work becomes difficult, boring, repetitive, or uncomfortable. If your future depends only on motivation, your future will always be in danger. You need discipline. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. It is remembering what you want most when you are tempted by what feels good right now. It is closing the app, getting out of bed, opening the book, writing the first sentence, doing the first repetition. making the phone call, sending the application, taking one uncomfortable step. You do not need to finish everything today. That is another excuse your mind creates. Your mind shows you the entire mountain, so you become afraid to take one step. Stop thinking about the entire mountain. Focus on the next 10 minutes. 10 minutes of studying. 10 minutes of writing. 10 minutes of exercise. 10 minutes of building your future. Anyone can give 10 minutes. Sometimes 10 minutes is all you need to create momentum. Because the hardest part is not always the work. The hardest part is starting. Once you begin, resistance becomes weaker. The page is no longer empty. The workout is no longer imaginary. The project is no longer just an idea. The dream becomes real. You are not going to change your life in one massive moment. You are going to change it in small moments that nobody sees. When you work instead of scrolling. When you practice instead of making excuses. When you continue even when nobody is watching. When you choose progress instead of comfort. Those moments may look small, but your entire life is built from them. A year from now, you will not be transformed by one perfect day. You will be transformed by the ordinary days when you decided to keep going. The days when you felt tired but still showed up. The days when you doubted yourself but still tried. The days when you failed but came back again. That is how people change. Not through one emotional speech. Not through one sudden burst of motivation. Through repetition. Through patience. Through consistency. You may not see progress immediately. That does not mean nothing is happening. A seed grows underground before anyone can see it. Your effort may be invisible today. Keep going. Your skills are growing. Your mind is changing. Your discipline is becoming stronger. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust with yourself. Every time you break one, you weaken that trust. That is why procrastination hurts so much. It is not only about the unfinished task. It is about the feeling that you can no longer depend on yourself. But you can rebuild that trust. Not with another promise. With proof. Small proof. Wake up when you said you would. Finish one task. Study for 20 minutes. Do the workout. Put your phone away. Keep one promise today. Then keep another tomorrow. Your confidence will return when your actions begin matching your words. Maybe you feel behind. Maybe you look at other people and believe they are already too far ahead. Maybe you think you have wasted too much time. Maybe you are angry at yourself for the weeks, months, or years you lost. Listen carefully. You cannot go back. You cannot recover yesterday. But you can stop losing today. Do not waste another year punishing yourself for the year you already wasted. Forgive yourself. Then move. Your past may explain your behavior. It does not have to control your future. You are not too late. You are not finished. You are not trapped. But you must stop waiting for someone else to save you. Nobody is coming to force you to become disciplined. Nobody is coming to remove every distraction. Nobody is coming to live your life for you. This is your responsibility. And that is not bad news. That is power. Because if your decisions helped create your current life, your decisions can also create a different one. Imagine yourself 1 year from today. There are 2 versions of you. The first version kept waiting. They kept scrolling. They kept making excuses. They kept saying, soon. 1 year later, they are in the same place. Same frustration. Same guilt. Same dreams. Now imagine the second version. That version started today. Not perfectly. Not confidently. But consistently. They studied. They practiced. They trained. They failed. They learned. They continued. 1 year later, that person is almost unrecognizable. Stronger. Smarter. More confident. Closer to the life they once only imagined. Both versions begin with the same person. You. And both versions begin with a decision you make today. So when this video ends, do not watch another motivational video. Do not open another app. Do not spend 2 hours creating the perfect plan. Choose the task you have been avoiding. Set a timer for 10 minutes. And begin. Your first 10 minutes may be terrible. Begin anyway. You may feel uncomfortable. Begin anyway. You may not feel motivated. Begin anyway. You may be afraid that you will fail. Begin anyway. Failure is not the opposite of progress. Avoidance is. You can learn from failure. You can improve bad work. You can correct mistakes. But you cannot improve something you never begin. Your dream does not need more time. It needs more courage. Your future does not need more promises. It needs more proof. You do not need a new week. You do not need a new month. You do not need a new year. You need a new decision. Make it now. Put the phone down. Stand up. Open the document. Tie your shoes. Begin the conversation. Take the first step. Start small. Start scared. Start tired. Start uncertain. Start imperfectly. But start now. Because one day you will look back at this moment, and you will either remember it as another motivational video you watched, or as the moment you finally changed your life. The clock is still moving. What are you going to do next?